Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, get the Sunday magic. It's not a game.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. 2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second and 1, Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, it's Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Charles, one of the big stories of the week, the man on the sideline, seeking his 2nd Super Bowl title, although he's had to overcome a lot of adversity to get here.
Oh, come on, partner. Do we have to talk about the adversity? I know. We do. Because that's what defines an NFL coach, a team, a player. Did you get to the big game, and did you win? And he's had a lot of losses here. But the flip side is he knows how to get his team to the Super Bowl. He's actually won it before, seeking another one. He's trying to rely on what he did in the past to win that one Super Bowl and bring that one into his preparation and into their execution in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On On second down and 4. Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 46 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter in an effort to get the ground game going tonight.
Going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-10 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Breece Hall, 63 yards. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Christian Watson from a yard out. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Herbert off of play action. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons 42-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself, not just so early, partner.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore. 81 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In motion right is Watkins.
From the 25 on second down. Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson. 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A final shot before the break. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but defensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send Brown in motion right.
2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Justin Herbert sacked. A loss of 13 yards. Another 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the fourth time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching because typically...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
Up the middle with Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Here we go on 4th. Watson looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Watson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Falcons have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Ball again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Quick slant to Watson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, a run with Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Herbert. This is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First carry here for J.J. Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Herbert going to try and run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, Herbert. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Cool, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that cost. He's got a man, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
To throw, Watson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jamel Dean, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.